Musicians who've been quite popular with a group called DC Talk, and they had a book that became a bestseller called Jesus Freaks. Now, how about that for a title? And they were anything but freaky. They're about the most normal, supernaturally enabled guys I have been around. Well, we've got Toby Mac and Michael Tate with us, and they have written a book, Under God, the book. And this is probably one of the neatest laid out books. It's similar to the book Jesus Freaks, and yet this one deals with the heritage that made this nation great and that will be necessary, I think, and I think they agree, to keep it great. I want you to welcome Toby Mac and Michael Tate to Life Today. We're glad to have you. Good to see you. Yeah. You know, a lot of these excited people here, they've heard you sing. You know, they understand your musical gift, and yet they seem to really respect you and appreciate you, because I think for you guys it's more than music, right?
Absolutely.
It's like, what, a message?
I mean, for us, it's always been that we want to, we get on stage and have a good time, but we just want to be hollow vessels and just ask God to sort of breathe life through those songs, breathe His word through those songs, and so that's what we try to do every night.
I never thought God would ever use us in the area of books and doing things like that. And people ask,
I mean, did you ever read books? I mean,
well, I was the kind of guy that enjoyed books because of all the pictures.
I went to college with him, let me tell you, okay? He relied on me heavily.
I did. I taught Toby how to perform. He taught me how to read. We'll tell you all.
Well, whoever would ever thought that you'd be writing books and that they'd become bestsellers? I mean, it's a miracle-working God we've got, right?
It is. It is.
But why are you doing it?
That's what I was going to... What led to this? I mean, something in your traveling around that you saw or a lack of?
We're both from D.C. to start with.
This specific book, was Michael and I grew up in the D.C. area. Michael grew up 4 blocks from the Capitol. I grew up 15 minutes, 20 minutes from the Capitol building. And we had been there many times, but a guy named David Barton, who you guys know from the Wall Builders, took us on a tour through the Capitol, and suddenly our eyes were open to how much faith in God played a role in the foundation of our country. I mean, I know we all know that, kind of, but do we know the real stories? The stories, and this book takes you like story by story about specific times that people sacrificed to make our nation one nation under God.
Were you surprised after living so close